Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us on the Dade County Weekly Update. Remember, you can type your questions in the comment section during the live update, and if you don't want to ask your questions during the live broadcast, you can always email us at info@dadecounty-ga.gov. Thank you so much for coming to the right place for the right information. Today, we'll be hearing from Sarah Dyer with Dade County UGA Extension, Josh Ingle, who is the Dade County School Superintendent, and Ted Rumley, the Dade County Executive. If you know someone who would be interested in hearing from any of our guests today, go ahead and invite them to watch this live broadcast or start a watch party so that you can comment and hold your own discussion. Remember that you can also watch this later on Facebook or YouTube, and sharing the links to our videos is super easy. I want to remind you that early voting is happening here in the Dade County Administration Building for eSplost. Also a reminder, you can still make appointments to receive your vaccination for COVID-19 by calling the Health Department at 706-657-4213. We will go ahead and get started with Sarah Dyer. I'm going to scoot this over just a little bit so we don't get that door in the way.
Hey everyone, thank you to those that are watching with us today. I do have some exciting news. I am Sarah Dyer. I'm with the Extension Office here in 4-H office in Dade County. Tonight is our shotgun signups. So if you are interested in our Safe Shooting Sports program, this is for 7th through 12th graders. If you are interested in learning how to shoot shotgun safely and with a good group of coaches and students, please come join us tonight. So shotgun signups are at 6 o'clock tonight. You need to be present tonight if you want to attend or practice this season, because practices start next week. We did previously have another night scheduled, but that got snowed out. So please join us tonight if you are interested in safe shooting sports and our shotgun team for 7th through 12th graders. Also coming up, we have our 4-H Chick to Chicken project. So this is for any students that are 1st through 12th grade that are interested in this. The way it works is you purchase 10 chicks. So you sign up by next week and you pay to purchase these chicks. We will order them and then they don't arrive until May. So you have plenty of time to build your coop, ask us questions, get geared up for this project. And this is something that you will do for the next 6 months. So from May to November, you will raise these chicks on your own, and then you will come back and participate in our annual chicken show and our new sale of champions. Last year, we raised over $1,000 to go back to the kids. So that was a really exciting surprise for those kiddos that participated. So again, we have shotgun signups tonight and Chick to Chicken project registration through next Friday, March 5th. If you have any questions about either of these activities, feel free to give us a call at the Extension Office. Our phone number is 706-657-4116. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. As Ms. Carey said earlier at the beginning of the show, there is early voting taking place at the moment for the March 16th eSplost election. I am Josh Ingle, and I'm currently serving as interim superintendent for Dade County Schools. So I'm here today just to give you some overview, or give you an overview about eSplost 6. It is for eSplost. Those of us in the education world, sometimes we drop the E and we just call it SPLOST, but it is a 1 cent educational sales and use tax that is in the referendum. It is scheduled for 5 years or 20 calendar quarters. And the maximum that we can collect off that would be $16 million. There is language in the referendum that would, if the voters approve it, that would allow the school board the option to issue bonds. Prior to eSplost, the primary source of local revenue available to most school systems in Georgia were general obligation bonds and then ad valorem property tax revenues. And these revenue sources were used to make improvements to facilities and for construction. And so a lot of times that placed burden on the taxpayers. And then in the late 90s, there was a constitutional amendment made to allow local school districts to pass or allow the voters to vote for eSPLOST. So in Dade County, we are currently getting ready to, or SPLOST 6 is what's on the referendum. And just to answer a few questions that often come up, is it another property tax? No. Is it an additional tax? No. It's a continuation of what's already in place. And property taxes it is a revenue source for the school system, but the eSPLOST allows us to pay for things that we don't use property tax for, such as capital projects, HVAC, maintenance and repairs. We cannot use eSPLOST revenue for salaries, employee benefits, contracts, or fuel. Over the last several years, eSPLOST has primarily purchased technology equipment. We do not receive, significant funding to support our technology infrastructure in the school system. We've used it to improve safety and security throughout our school district. eSPLOST can be used to acquire land and property, as well as textbooks and other learning resources, and also school buses. Currently, we in our transportation plan, we've been purchasing buses about every 3 years. So the average life of a bus is right around 7 or 8 years. And so by having a rotation plan, this allows us to transport our students to and from school safely. Most recently, we've had a couple of major construction projects going on at Davis and at Dade Middle School. Most of you know at Davis we did demo the rock building, and just this past summer we had a significant renovation at Dade Middle School where we had roofs replaced on several other facilities there, in addition to an HVAC overhaul. Other things that SPLOST has been used to pay for, we've been able to purchase furniture in our schools. We've got PAYS labs in Dade Elementary, Dade Middle, and Dade High School. That's a practical application exploratory lab for our students that participate in those special programs. It's also allowed us to make improvements to our fine art areas, our extracurricular and other extracurricular activities. We've been able to use SPLOST funds to purchase equipment for all of our CTAE programs. For a school district our size, particularly high school our size, we've got roughly 6 or 7 CTAE programs, and so by providing those students with up-to-date equipment, a lot of our kids can leave high school and go straight into the workforce. When COVID-19 hit last year, and schools were shut down, and then this year we offered a virtual option. Fortunately, we were able to purchase additional devices so that kids could use to have that option at home. So we were able to use SPLOST revenue for that. In the future, what do we intend to use if the voters approve SPLOST 6? What do we intend to use those funds for? In our capital improvement plan, we have significant renovation, LED lights, ceiling tile, and then just some overall general maintenance. So Davis and Dade Elementary are our two major project areas that are somewhat next on the list. Also in the referendum, which was also in SPLOST 5 referendum, is a multi-purpose facility. If you've ever been over to the high school and walked in the band room, trying to watch about 85, 90 kids practice band in that room, it is quite challenging. So we would like to consider constructing a multi-purpose facility that would, it would be inclusive of several of our different programs, and we do not have a design. We do not have a plan. We haven't, identified a specific location. We just need some. We need some space as our programs continue to grow, and also technology, hardware, and software. We all know that technology seems to be changing at rapid speeds. So SPLOST revenues would allow us to stay current with those changes. In addition to general maintenance and replacements for HVAC, we have parking lot repairs that need to happen. Again, we'll hopefully continue to purchase new school buses and other technology devices to improve safety and security. If you have any questions, we have an email address. It's info@dadecs.org. Again, that's info@dadecs.org. Please feel free to reach out. Several of us can monitor that email address or give us a call, 657-4361. Again, that's area code 706-657-4361. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Hope everyone's having a good day. It's a beautiful day and had a beautiful day yesterday. Got a few things I'll go over with you before I go into our latest numbers here in Dade County. The County Road 6, I mentioned that this morning. We're doing real well up there. We've got Georgia Power finished evidently yesterday evening. So we're going to be able to go ahead and finish our drilling on up to the top, the last phase of the job, and that's a good thing. They're cleaning up the forms today, getting ready to get set, and they'll be working on through tomorrow, and then hopefully they'll maybe get to our drill. We got to correspond with the drilling company down here and make sure that their schedule, we can work with them, they can work with us. But that's a good thing. So we still look for that road to be open, sometime in March. We were hoping in February, but we've run into several things that were kind of hidden up there as far as water and some really bad areas down deep under the road. I want to give a report on Alan. Alan is he's in a room, and they are. In fact, I want to give you an update. I just got this just a little while ago. If I can get it pulled up here, it's good news. Alan did have a turn for the better yesterday morning, and we're all proud of that. But see if I can pull that up here, because it was really good. It was actually, he got to see his wife and his daughters, and I think when this was sent, one of his daughters was actually up there with him. They're only allowing minimal visitation, but they are letting some of the family members go in. He's able to FaceTime now, different people. He's talked to his grandchildren, and so it's really good. Just pray that he's got a long way to go. I couldn't see that if you had. No, it's too. But that's pretty much what it says, and we're just thankful for everyone's prayers, and just keep praying, because he's got a long road. He's got some lung damage, stuff that the COVID. COVID's over. They feel that the COVID, he's already gone through that, but now it's the damage that this COVID has done to your body, or to his body. So just keep him in your prayers, and we'll keep you updated. In fact, Carey can keep you updated daily on it. They are, as Josh said just a minute ago, the East Bloss. There's not a lot of turnout right now on East Bloss. They've not had a lot of people voting, but that is going on as we speak out in the commission room. The main day, or the actual election day, is Tuesday, March 16th, and of course on the 16th you'll have to vote at your different precincts in the county. And now you can come out here at any time during the day through our hours and vote. Let's see here. Sheriff's lobby is still closed, but they're working with people that need to be fingerprinted and of course our driver's license. That was a priority there. That didn't affect them at all. They were here Monday. They'll be here Monday week. So that's still just like always. A big thing too is COVID testing. Yesterday was the last day in Dade County for the drive-through for COVID testing. That's not only in Dade County but throughout the whole Northwest Georgia region. They're out of Rome, the whole Rome region anyway. Today's the last day, I think, in Walker County, and but we do have several facilities. And Carey, you've got this online, I'm sure, and you've got all that actually where you can go in Dade County and have the actual standard test, or you can have the rapid test.
Those top three are right here in Dade County. If you want to read
Yep.
those, so people can know. But
Lawson Medical is one of them, and they are just on the square over here from the old courthouse. Price Pharmacy, which is over in the little shopping center there before you get to go up to Sand Mountain, and they're doing a walk-in and a rapid test now. And then Primary Healthcare, which is located just north of Trenton here, they're doing both the rapid and standard testing. Now, the thing about it is this right here, as far as Lawson, she don't have a charge here what she's charging, but like Price Pharmacy's got here, they are just $90 straight out. You have to pay for it, and that is for the rapid test. I don't know. I guess that means that they don't accept the insurance card or anything?
they don't. It is $90 straight pay.
Okay, yeah.
Price Pharmacy is doing $90 straight pay for the walk-in rapid test.
Yep.
So no insurance. Lawson Medical does insurance, and then Primary Healthcare does insurance as
Okay.
well.
Yeah, the primary people though, they're actually doing letting them use the pavement part of the four fields down there at the soccer fields. They're doing drive-through. You don't have to get out of the car. And so
Yeah, at the sports complex. Are they at the soccer field?
they're down at the far. You can't miss them. They got their remote, their mobile. And now, and I want to make sure of this because this is they actually will accept your insurance card if you have it. And from what I understand now, from what they told me, when if you don't have insurance and you can't afford to pay for it, it don't cost you.
It doesn't.
It does not cost you. So, but if you've got a card, whether it's Medicare or whatever, or Blue Cross, they'll take that and go with it. But it's really convenient down there. And they're also doing the vaccination down there too. Certain days a week, you have to call the number there, 657-7575. And they'll give you, if they're question you, they'll give you an update on what's going on and whether what days they're giving the shots down there. So, but it really, if you don't want to go in a building and all that, that's really kind of handy down there. It's all drive through, and they do a good job. They run them through pretty quick. And of course, downstairs, Carey's down there most every day as far as answering the phone and all. We're not sure what's going to happen now when the governor turns the, what do you call it, 1B? 1B. It possibly could be next week, so there's going to be a whole nother wave of people coming in, different age group and all coming in getting shots. So just bear with us on it. We've got capable of 5 lines. I don't know how many y'all are manning right now, but
We're manning between 3 and 5 depending on the time.
So,
all of the information about testing and vaccines is on our website. I just shared the link to that. So for testing, so anything that's updated, we'll put on there too.
Okay.
And in fact, Governor Kemp's briefing, the update he did last week, all of that is on there.
Okay.
So, he talked about those new 4 distribution sites, none of which are close to us, but all that's there.
Okay. All right. That's good. Good information. And like she said, it's real easy. It's on our website. And you've also got the Tire Amnesty Day, what's going on with that.
That is correct.
We're not sure. It's all controlled by the state of Georgia, and we will let you know as soon. We had a date set, and then we had to, they canceled it on us, so we just passed it right on to you. But it is going to happen. I guarantee it's going to happen. And from what I understand, hopefully it's going to be early spring, and maybe toward the end of this month, the next month or whatever, March. So
We think May.
May. Okay.
Is what we think. We're still waiting to hear back from the state, but that's the date we reapplied
and
for.
sometime in May then. Okay.
And then Paula Stallings asked us to mention the grant program.
That's true. I've got that in big yellow. I just jumped right over it though. But I did mention this morning. But if you know of anyone, or if you've been actually this COVID-19 has affected you in any way in your work, day-to-day work, or your workforce, please come in and talk to Paula. We've had a lot of people come in, and some of them qualify, some of them do not. But the ones that actually qualify, it's really helped them a lot. And so just come in and talk to Paula. The number is that you can reach on is our office number, which is 657-4625, and this Sherry will put you through to Paula Stallings, and because there's money out there, quite a bit of money left over in the Northwest Georgia region, but the other counties are kind of like us, except some of your larger counties. They're having a hard time to find people that actually qualify. So please give her a call if you know of anyone, or if you think that she can help you. Let me see if I've left anything out.
That's it.
Pretty much everything we've got. Let's see here now. If there's anything else I want to talk to you. We're having some calls too on which we get throughout the year. Get off and on sporadic calls. People notice potholes in the road now, but we have calls on Burkhalter, and we have calls on Hales Gap. And just as soon as we get to turn loose where we can get the real asphalt patching or asphalt, we're planning on doing some work there. They did a little bit over there on Burkhalter going up, and just to get us by through the winter. I've got everyone that we possibly can working on this County Road 6 to get this artery open back up, and then we'll go back to our usual daily routine. We do have the Hales Gap on the paving, or at least a big portion of it coming up in late spring, early spring, or summer. And also we've got a lot of work on the Burkhalter that we're going to do. So just bear with us on it. It's just this thing on the side of the mountain, on Sand Mountain, it kind of took us as an emergency unexpectedly, and we're just trying to get finished up there. And anyone got any questions, my number is easy, 657-4625 or 667-8999. Just call me, and I'll explain to you what's going on. We'll move to our talking points. Our county numbers right now. We've had 50 test positive in the last 2 weeks. We went from 1,048 to 1,080 in Dade County, and we've had 9 deaths. And we also had 51 hospitalizations. In Walker County, in the last 14 days, they've had 357 positive tests in Walker County. They went from 5,626 to 5,837. Catoosa County, they've actually topped the 5,000 mark in Catoosa County. They're at 5,053 people since March that have tested positive in Catoosa County. They were at last week at 4,901. Now they've had 251 people that tested positive in the last 14 days. Chattooga County, they were at 2,042 last week. Now they're at 2,084. They've had 71 people test positive in the last 14 days. Whitfield County, they've had 307 test positive in 14 days. And last week they were at 13,960. And today they're at 14,097. Gordon County, they were at 5,690 last week, and they're at 5,942. They've had 419 positives in the last 14 days. Ford County, they had 9,050 last week. They're at 9,226 as of today. They've had 309 test positive in 14 days. And we're still at 2,835 unknown counties, unknown addresses have not been actually assigned to counties. And let's see now. Let's move down to Tennessee. We go to Hamilton County. In Hamilton County, last week there were 39,277 positive cases that have been reported since March. They're up to 39,979. At this time, as we speak, they've got 1,023 active cases right now in Hamilton. They've also had 38,502 recoveries out of that 39,979. And also they've had 454 deaths in Hamilton County. Marion County, they went from 2,863 to 2,902. At this time, they have 68 active. They've had 2,790 recoveries with 44 deaths. Over in Grundy County, they went from 1,628 last week to 1,663 as we speak. They have 46 active cases, and they've had 1,587 recoveries with 30 deaths. Sequatchie County, they went from actually 1,514 to 1,539. They have 47 active cases right now with 1,465 recoveries, and they've had 27 deaths. Meades County, they went from 1,243 to 1,254 today. They have 21 active cases. They've had 1,220 recoveries with 21 deaths. In Bradley County, they have, let me see here, 12,508 was what they were at last week. And today they're at 12,734. That's up in Bradley County. They have 419 active cases today, and they've actually had 12,177 recoveries and 138 deaths. Moved down to Alabama in Jackson County. They were at 6,416 last week. They're at 6,477 today in Jackson County. They had 102 deaths, and 118 cases have been reported, positive cases, in the last 14 days in Jackson County. DeKalb County, last week they were at 8,373, and today they're at 8,429. They've had 174 deaths, and 114 cases were reported in the last 14 days. Okay, that's DeKalb County. The numbers, and they're not going down. Hopefully they're kind of leveling off, and maybe we'll see a little change since people are being, getting the shots and all. I look for probably next week, as I said a while ago, possibly maybe the next week or the next, that the governor will actually put in the 1B, and we will probably see a lot more people, coming down here. Hopefully by that time there'll be more places that are administering the shots. Now, I'm not sure how that's working. I know that there's a lot of companies, like Walgreens and Publix and different places, your drug stores and all, that are going to be administering this, but I'm not sure how that's going to happen. The governor's got that plan, or when. So everyone try to stay safe. You got some questions?
No questions, but Governor Kemp just did send out an alert that he is getting ready to do a press conference on the vaccine distribution.
Today or tomorrow?
Right now. So we'll let you know, and we'll keep you updated.
Okay. Can you put that where people can?
We will share it to our page. That's what we normally do.
All right. If they can't, where else can they watch that? On Georgia Public Network television or what?
They can watch it on Governor Brian Kemp's Twitter or Facebook account. He puts it out there. Sometimes they'll put it on Georgia Public. And we do have one question that just came in about the health department and how they're advising people to get their second shots. Are they supposed to call, or will the health department call them? Like right now, the health department, I think, is calling them.
That's right.
So
that's right. That's what I understand. And of course, you're part of the calling team down there. And at first, they wanted you to call them, but now, from what I understand, they will call you. And of course, if I was anyone and I was getting close to my 42 days, I would be sure to call them. If I was getting close to the end of my, because I think you can go 28 to 42 days, right?
That's right, and that's for Moderna, which is what they're issuing downstairs. So it's a little bit shorter time frame for Pfizer, and I think that's causing some confusion for folks. But you do have between 28 and 42 days.
Okay, all right.
To get that second one, and they will call.
So the answer is they will call you, but if it's been 40 days or whatever, that and you hadn't heard anything, you needed. I would check with somebody. I'd say, if nothing else, call Carey and she can get you an answer. I'll put it that way.
Or they can call the call center down in the health department at 706-657-4213.
Okay, and that's manned 5 days a week, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, all right. What time? From 8 o'clock till 5?
8 until 6:30. 8 until 5, Monday through Wednesday, Thursday from 8 until 6:30, and
Okay.
Friday from 8 to 2.
Okay. All right.
And that's it. Those are all of
All
our
right.
questions.
Appreciate everyone tuning in today, and hope you got a little information here out of this. My number is 667-8999. If you have any questions, give me a call. Everything we talked about today is on our website, and just please be safe. Try to wear your mask and keep the 6 foot distance, and we'll be back next week. Now, unless we need to be back quicker, and we can do that in a matter of minutes. And if you can, try to find Kemp, Governor Kemp, and watch his update. It'll probably be pretty interesting, because I didn't know. I don't think anyone knew. I think I knew that he was going to actually have a briefing today. I thought it was going to be tomorrow. So he's probably got some pretty important information. So we'll be back next week, and we'll talk to you then.